Mabuhay! I am Mark Angelo E. Almerol, and today I will be explaining and reflecting on a powerful verse from the Bible and Acts chapter 7, verse 42. This verse takes us back to the moment in history when God dealt with the people of Israel during their journey through the wilderness. Let us explore its meaning, context, and how it applies to us today. Then God turned and gave them up to worship the hosts of the heaven, as is the written in the book of the prophets. O ye house of Israel, have ye offered to me slain beasts and sacrifice by the space of 40 years in the wilderness. This verse comes from the speech of Stephen in the book of Acts. Stephen was devoted followers of Jesus and the first Christian martyr. When he stood before the Jewish council, he reminded them of how ancestors repeatedly turned away from God even while claiming to follow Him. Here Stephen speaks about a time when the Israelites, although physically free from slavery in Egypt, became spiritual enslaved by idolatry. Instead of worship God with a sincerity, they began to worship the hosts of heaven, meaning stars, planets, and false gods. God, seeing their stubbornness, gave them up. This means He allowed them to follow their own desire. It's warning: if we insist turning away from the God, He may eventually let us go our own way, though it leads to destruction. Stephen also quoted the prophets, asking, did you really offer sacrifice to God in the wilderness for 40 years? Or were your heart somewhere else? This reminds us the outward religious act, like offering sacrifice, mean nothing if your hearts are not right with God. So what can we learn from this? First, true worship is more than rituals. It's about the heart. We may go to church or pray, but if our minds and hearts are chasing other things, money, fame, or even our own, well, we're no different from the Israelites. Second, God gives us freedom to choose, but if we repeatedly choose what is wrong, He will allow us to experience the consequences. That is not cruelty, it's justice, and also an invitation to turn back to Him. This verse reminds us that God desires a sincere personal relationship with us, not just religious actions, but devotions, trust, and love. Let us not be like those who wandered for 40 years yet never truly followed. Instead, let's offer our heart, minds, and lives to God every day. Thank you for listening, and may God bless us all.